Phoenix missiles already being fired from 50 miles from the F-14s. There's one advantage: missile range is definitely going to favour the F-14s today. Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. Today's viewer request is from Anime Fan. In 1983, the Royal Saudi Air Force, or RSAF, purchased 62 F-15s under the Foreign Military Sales Program Peace Sun, obviously from America. The purchase followed a concerted effort by the Saudi monarchy to close the gap in capabilities between Saudi Arabia and the Iranian Air Force F-14 Tomcats. Peace Sun was highly political, and in order to minimise tensions in the Middle East, Saudi Eagles were degraded to make them less capable, particularly against US-manufactured avionics and weapon systems. On June 5, 1984, an Iranian P-3 Orion detected merchant ships sailing along the Saudi side of the Persian Gulf. At the time, the Saudis and Kuwaitis were supporting Iraq in the Iran-Iraq War. Iran scrambled two F-4Es from Bushehr to strike the ships. Two Saudi F-15s, which were already airborne, were vectored to intercept the Phantoms by a US E-3 AWACS already in the area. Near the Saudi Al Arabia Island, the two Eagles, guided by the AWACS, appeared in front of the Phantoms. The Saudi jets obtained a radar lock and fired one AIM-7F Sparrow each, the results being one instant F-4E kill and the other F-4 heavily damaged but landing at an Iranian emergency strip. After the shootdown, 6 additional Iranian Phantoms were scrambled, and the Saudis reacted with an additional 4 F-15Cs and 2 F-5Es. Iran escalated further, scrambling an additional 6 Tomcats and Phantoms from Bushehr. Saudi reacted again, sending 8 more Eagles and Tigers. The Iranians then increased their number to 20, and finally, according to Saudi sources, the Saudi Air Force had no less than 25 F-15s and 18 F-5s in the air near the conflict area. The 60 or so airborne aircraft mingled around in a limited airspace near the shootdown area in a sort of shadow boxing, without closing or actually firing on each other, as neither side wanted to risk actual conflict or largening the war. After some time, the Iranian wing commander at Bushehr ordered his pilots back and no further shots were fired. Well guys, today we're going to reenact the actual shootdown, the 2 Phantoms and the 2 F-15s engaging and probably shooting them down, and then the build-up of 60 or so aircraft on both sides. But obviously it's going to go hot. Someone decides to push the red button and they all fight. Here is actual Bushehr here in the north of the Persian Gulf. Here is roughly the Al Arabia Island where the shootdown happened. Here is Dammam here where the F-15s and F-5s are going to operate from Saudi Arabia, and here is my guess where a US AWACS may have been operating. The first thing to say is there are no bases modelled here on our Persian Gulf map, so I've shifted everything to this side of the Persian Gulf where actual bases exist. I've used this base here for Bushehr and this for Dammam here, and the distances are otherwise about correct. So, as per real life, 2 F-4Es will take off from Bushehr with air-to-ground munitions and try and find and destroy that ship. Obviously, responding will be 2 F-15Cs. They're going to intercept the F-4s, and we'll just see what happens, but they're probably going to shoot them down. They're obviously superior fighters. At that point, the rest of the contingent, I think it's 25 F-15s, it was 18 F-5s are going to take off from Dammam here. Then we're going to have the F-14s, and the F-4s are going to take off and get into their shadow areas, but they're not going to engage as per real life. And then I'm going to add a little spark, and then it's all going to kick off. Now, bearing in mind that the not UAE, who are these guys? The Saudi Arabians had, well, I don't know if they had the best fighter. They had the F-15, whereas Iran had the F-14. I don't really know which is best. You guys are going to have to tell me, I suppose. But bearing in mind critically that Saudi Arabia are going to have more jets airborne when it does kick off, who do you think is going to win?
I suspect the advantage lies very much with the Saudis.
Yep.
F-15s were made for this.
Whatever side I'm on.
Welcome in, viewers, to the 5th of June 1984. We're right in the middle of the Iran-Iraq war and tensions are high. Of course, at this point in the war, the Iranians are attacking pretty much any non-Iranian shipping in the Persian Gulf. It was an absolute nightmare, and the US are here trying to police it, but it's a difficult thing to do. We've just detected at least one oil tanker near Al Arabia Island, which is biased towards the Saudi Arabian side, so we've decided to scramble from Bashir, one of our naval ports, to F4Es to go and attack. That's it. Simba, or Iranian Simba, are you ready?
I like to identify it as Persian Simba.
Persian
has
Simba.
A little more flair to it.
Right, well, yes, no, absolutely. I know a real life Iranian, and she raised herself Persian. Thank you, Matrix.
200.
Iranian Matrix. Yeah, flaps are already done. Right, we're going to get some airspeed because I'm aware this is a flying lead-nosed diesel fighter. I will stall below 600 knots. But we love it. I'm going to set my weapons up now because I'm getting old and I will forget otherwise. Master arm, I'm going to go pylons, check. I'm going to go direct, I'm going to go bombs. I'm going to go continuous drop. I'm going to go nose, tail fusing. I'm not going to crash into the sea. I'm going to put my reticle on air to ground and I'm going to press by 83. Now, I've read a bit about this anti-shipping in real life in this war, and it was more realistic. They would actually take AGM, oh God, what are they called? AGM 65As, the original variant of the Maverick out, to shoot against shipping. However, even at this point, amazingly, a lot of the F4 force and the weapons were already starting to degrade because obviously Iran had turned against America, so they had no support, they had no spare parts, and so already the F4s were starting to fall apart, and a lot of the systems just didn't work. And Simba will tell you this, that if you're going to run a modern fighter at the time, obviously in the 1980s, it needs constant maintenance and constant upkeep, and as soon as you don't have the ability to do that, they just fall apart. It was the same with the F-14s. They were, only 10 years old at this point, and they were already starting to fall apart.
One of the things that they wanted in the light fighter program that came out eventually with the F-16.
The hourly cost, excluding stealth aircraft, which are a bit different, the hourly cost of operating a fighter aircraft is proportional to its takeoff weight. So you've got a 25-ton F-15 and a 10-ton F-16, then it costs more than twice the amount to maintain the F-15. And once you've got an air force of hundreds of planes, that is really going to add up. And you can see why F-16 was so popular.
The intent of the F-5 was supposed to be a foray into that cheap, lightweight fighter program. The only problem with the F-5 was because the American government didn't really adopt it en masse, it caused foreign countries to not really invest in it.
I'm just going to check the map position so I know where we are. Alright, we are en route. F-15s are
at the moment.
So in terms of the match-up today, F4E compared to F-15, I think everyone agrees that the F-15 is going to smash the F-4 and would have smashed it in real life, even in the 1980s, right?
Yeah, I mean...
F-15C, early 1980s, F-14A, early 1980s, assuming the F-14s were all working fine. Who's going to put their nuts on the table and say which one's better? Because I really don't know.
Yeah, I'd say the advantage still was with the Saudi F-15s, because I doubt very much whether the F-14s Phoenix would have been serviceable by that stage.
That's a fair comment, and obviously I don't know whether they would have not, but obviously DCS assumes that they are going to be. Checking the map.
25 miles to run.
Roger, thank you. Oh, I think I see it. I see the ship. Right. Okay, we've got to get into roleplay mode. Hey, my name is oh my god, I don't know. Mustafa? I don't know any Iranian names. Help me. Always demonetized. This is Mustafa Flight F4. I see hostile, well actually not hostile at all, but hostile Saudi Arabian ship, permission to engage. Oh, Mustafa Flight, you go in with your AGM-64A. Even though it's a small warhead, it will set off a chain reaction because the oil will burn, and that's how they sunk so many ships and were so dangerous. Okay, on it now. Hey, Mustafa 2. Let's go, go, go. It's a frigging smoky aeroplane, guys. Mustafa 2, this is Mustafa 1. If you fly in right next to me when we're bombing, my bombs will blow you up. So when we get closer, please go into a 30-second or 20-second or 10-second or whatever line separation. what I'm going to do, Matrix, is to go down the line of the ship, so I'm going to offset. I just hope that those newly acquired F-15s of the Saudi Arabian Royal Air Force are not airborne. I would hate that to happen. Interestingly, they've just got new F-15s, haven't they? The F-15 Eagle 2s.
I identify as I think his name was Apu from the Prince of Persia, the little monkey.
All right,
yeah.
There we go. Probably some sort of demonetization. Who knows? Right.
No, you can be whatever you want to be.
Back off, Simba. Back off, because
sky clear.
Balloon out wide. Okay. Sky clear. You hear that, viewers? Now, of course, in real life they didn't actually get to bomb the ships, but you know, I want to bomb the ships. Well, Al Matrix, it's looking like a big target for us to hit at least. Turning in on radio.
You'll never live this down if you miss.
Don't worry, Al Matrix. We will not record this and publish it to the internet if Cat misses.
We won't. Unless that is a very maneuverable ship, it is toast. For the Ayatollah! Get ready. Burn Iraqi sympathizers!
Now.
Oh, yeah! Direct hit. Finish it off, Al Simba Mokhtan. That is your real name? Here he goes. Here he goes. Here he goes. Did he drop? 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 Oh!
I did.
You know what you did? You killed some of those sea snakes. Apparently this is infested with sea snakes. Right, guys.
Ship is damaged.
Ship is damaged. I'm going round for a close BDA. I certainly hope I don't get jumped by anyone. That would break my freaking heart.
Billy Boots and strafe the shit out of it.
Wow, it's almost sunk already.
It's full of oil, so it's got a very low freeboard.
Yeah.
It's sinking. Good man.
It really is. Yes, sir. Make sure there's no survivors. To tell the tale.
Closer.
Registering.
Yeah, pull up now, please.
Oh my god. She's a bit of a handful, isn't she?
Yep.
Alright.
Smell it, that sitting. Yeah, ship's sinking.
Ship's sinking. Alright, Simba. Matrix, remind me of the reciprocal of 150, because I've forgotten.
030. Correction, 330.
330. Simba, we're low on fuel in our roleplay. Let's go 330 and start heading back.
So much for the vaunted Royal Saudi Arabian Air Force.
Yes, they went back. Actually, there is some legitimacy to them turning up late. In real life, there was two pilots and they were on an air-to-air refuel training mission. The American AWAC said, hey, there's obviously some F4s coming from Bashir to attack your ship. Do you want to go and help? And they said no. And they refused to do it several times. The only way they managed to convince them to actually go and fight is because there was an American trainer in the back of one of the F-15s, which was an F-15D, that said, dude, you got to go and fight. You've got to go and save your ships, and finally convinced them to do it. So there was a lot of reticence for the Saudis to go and fight. And I don't know why.
I think the reason for this delay was Al Dark was too busy eating his shawarma.
Oh, hello, Simba Wimba. I see some comms off to our 9 o'clock, but I doubt they're hostile, because the F-15s would never have got to us in time, I doubt.
Those guys are incompetent. They wouldn't be able to shoot us anyways.
Yes, if God wanted us to die, if Allah wanted us to die, we'd be dead. So we're fine, guys. Just Wizzo, look left and rear. What the hell is that?
Pilot, Foxtrot.
Sugar! Evasion! One down.
Splash one.
Running now. Oh, this is Al Maktoum flight. We have Saudi scum intercepting. I'm hit. I'm going to go down. Luckily, I'm not terminally damaged, and I'm definitely not terminally damaged. I'm going to go and land at an emergency airbase to be period accurate. Oh, why did you have to put 2 in? Jesus Christ. No, I can land that. It's no problem, guys. It's no problem. While we've been doing that, the governments, whatever, controllers, commanders, have been responding. And you can see the correct amount of F-15s are taking off from our Saudi base, and our F5s, all to the correct amount with the correct weaponry. I just don't have the correct liveries. From our Bashir today, we have the F-14s in the correct liveries with the correct weapons. In our case, they are all completely serviceable. And the F4s with their correct weaponry. So, everyone, please, you may join the fray. Spawn roughly equally on blue and red. Basically tag along with the AI and do what they do. At the moment, they do not have permission to engage, and let's hope it stays that way. You're going to have to share the airfield with copious amounts of AI pilots, so I'm sort of making that a you problem.
You're in, because I know that my other rear seater would not be able to operate the radar, no matter how much I tried to get him to. Just her. Dark, we can take off. Turning left on this immediate runway, not interrupt the AI.
Pilot, that is an F-15C, I believe. We've then got Dirty F-15C, Grump. Wow, a lot on the blue side. Matrix F-15C, is up F-15C. Up you go, guys.
Yeah, F-15 equally. Oh dear, one AI just blew up.
Yeah, you get that. Heavens, don't forget to stamp on that rudder, guys. Alright, already the first flights are in their shadow boxing positions. I've got no account of what actually happened, but presumably they were separated by about 50 miles and would do run-ins and stuff like that, but no one actually ever had permission to fire. Luckily. Just imagine if that had really gone off. What we're going to see here is a clash of the 1980s giants, the F-14 and the F-15. Blues, don't forget you have a very important asset on your side. Don't forget to protect it. Alright, last blues taking off. Right, role play. In real life, there was no spark to ignite the situation, but in ours, there's going to be a spark, guys. I'm reading a book about the RAF Harriers in the Falklands War. Surprise, surprise. That's the kind of stuff I read about. At one point on Port Stanley, a land attack carrier known as a GR3, Violet, go back or you will be punished. Harrier was coming to land at Port Stanley after the war, and they had sidewinders that had been retrofitted at the very last minute for the war, so they didn't have a proper functioning system to arm the sidewinders. Instead, it was keyed through the jettison system. And as he took off, the weight on wheels triggered the firing of both sidewinders by accident, which went straight into the ground. The wire that came out, the continuous hot warhead came out and did extensive damage to the guys which happened to be on the runway, repairing the runway. Is up, turn around, Matrix go left, and Violet go left, and that's it. So that is how in real life, just a nasty little oversight and electrical error can cause a major problem. Well, we're about to have the same thing. I'm just waiting for the F5s to take off. Unfortunately, one of the F-14 firing systems, as they are now having technical problems with those jets, is about to fail, and a missile is accidentally going to be fired. Oh goodness me, a terrible error has happened in one of the F-14s, and they're turning towards the F-15s. Well, we definitely didn't want that to happen, and the F-15s are reciprocating by attacking the F-14s. The battle is on. Good luck. Oh, we have Phoenix missiles already being fired from 50 miles from the F-14s. There's one advantage. Missile range is definitely going to favour the F-14s today. 14. Basically, all missiles have been fired. Phoenix is not an anti-fighter missile, but it can and has... Wow, look at that. Can and has been used for anti-fighter. Oh, that just always looks impressive, Ewingtons. F-15s, outer response range, max firing range of an F-15 with an AIM-7. An early AIM-7 is about 20 miles. Second flight of F-14s preempting and attacking. 27 missiles out so far.
Can you punch our tanks when you get a minute?
Ooh.
Roger.
Would not want to be in look at F-15. 29 Phoenix is out. Evasive maneuvers from F-15s.
What's the range on the target we've got locked?
Give me a second here. Dirty, call your targets.
Copy.
Missile outrun.
Dirty, if you want to be primary shooter on the first guy, I'll take the second to the right.
Copy. Locking up the closest
83.5.
F-14.
2 F-15s shot down. Assuming that wasn't you guys ejecting.
Got a lock. Out of range.
Grump spike. F-14. Music on.
Aim 7 kills. Jesus. The Phoenixes were absolutely useless. 3 F-15s down. No F-14s down. 4 F-15s down. No F-14s down. 1 F-14 down. 5 F-15s down. Merges.
Pilot going defensive.
6 F-15s down. Jesus, H. Corbett, full dogfight merges in the middle of this. Almost zero effect from the AIM 54s.
Ground fire at will.
Stand by one. We've got a fur ball in front of us.
You really have, haven't you? Oh, jeez, I didn't even see that lot. Dark and Matrix and Simba are going at it. Twelve F-15s down, 2 F-14s down. Jesus, Iran is killing it.
No, they're jamming.
Grump is spiking. Target 23 miles to 9 or 6.
18 F-15 down, so 3 F-14s down. If it says the
Fox 1 long.
Dirty defensive.
if it says the F-14B in the scoreboard, it's not. They are F-14As. I can guarantee it, viewers. It's just how I set the scoreboard up.
Grump going defensive.
Amazing. F-15's getting smashed. I wonder why. Well, Iranians, you are doing absolutely beautifully. Human fight here. Well, the F-14 fans are going to be happy because they've absolutely cleared up. Maybe it was those AIM 54s posturing the F-15s. I don't know.
Violet Fox 1.
Violet, there you are.
On you got it.
Shot by dark. Shot by dark. Oh! Damn.
Splash.
Oh no, Dark was shot by Violet. You can respawn if you want, guys. It's up to you. Five F-14s down to 25 F-15s down. They've got the same they've got the same AIM 7 that's being fired. So, and they've got the same skill level, so everything should be equal here, viewers. The only difference is the big long stick. Side wonders for you.
Fox 1.
I repeat, if you want to respawn, you can, guys. Six F-14s down, 5 F-4s down, to 27 F-15Cs down, and 2 Freedom Fighters down. Astonishingly good work from the F-14.
Violet Fox 2.
Dirty defensive.
There's dogfight. Dogfight. Oh, friendly fire.
On blue.
You slithering idiot!
Enraged the Matrix. And Simba now has a chance of winning. That's a you guys' problem.
Fox 2.
Can't watch. Too much
Splash.
happening. Well done, guys. Simba dead. Yeah, it's pretty much dead.
Dirty Fox 1.
Blues are slowly starting to come back. Where's Dirty? Oh, Dirty, yeah. Well done, Dirty. You know when I said well done, Dirty? Oh, you did get him. You can go back in if you want. I really don't know who's going to win here. 10 F-14s down, 28 F-15s down, 10 F-4s down, 6 F-5s down, and it's still just hotting up. Blues are coming back. F-14s are running out of momentum. In fact, there's only one more F-14 left. Which means they've only got F-4s to rely on, which are no par de grace.
Somebody, do you mind if I jump back seat?
Do you know how to actually work the radar?
Never mind, I'll just observe.
Yeah, Matrix is happy. In fact, I'd rather Violet in the back seat. She wouldn't be able to shoot me down then.
Awkward, but fair.
Say again, Matrix.
You shot your wingman down.
F-14 versus Freedom Fighter guns fight. 12 F-14s down, 12 F-4s down, 28 F-15s down, and 10 F-5s down. He's put his wings back, and he has gone. Exceptional AI dogfight going on. Only one surviving human. They're getting back into the action. Gotta see that dogfight again. Best dogfight. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen there?
A lot of blue on blue, too, from the AI.
I'm sure that's right, yeah. Excellent snipe there, saying that. 26 Iranians down. 41 Saudis down. but the Saudis are going to win just because of numbers in terms of the main AI fight. Well, I mean, the F-14s did at least 2-to-1 kill ratio against the F-15s, against what we thought was going to happen, but there just wasn't enough of them to win. And an F-4, I would not want to be in a turn fight with a little freedom fighter like this. Oh, Jesus, like sharks at feeding time now. Missile out. Yeah, ain't dodging that. That's a lot down as one more AI. Tangling with an F-15. Wouldn't want to be there either. Holding his own. But his friends are all coming to help. Now got 3 F5s and 1 F-15 versus the last surviving AI F4. I'm amazed he's not run out of fuel yet. And he appears to be friggin' out of there. F4-2... Uh-oh. F4-2 space. Missile evaded. Turns out he's got to turn back in. Aim 9 Sidewinder. Oh! Last Iranian down. Right. It's just humans now. And unfortunately, if you're red, you've got a whole bee's hive of F5s to fight as well as humans. So, I suppose good luck with that, right? Oh, Dark, you're in an F4. That's interesting. Oh, Dark, you are so friggin' dead. I always support the underdog, as you know, but still, I can't find any positives for you.
Simba Matrix.
Go.
Get some smash on, do me a favour, shoot down Violet.
Will do.
Zup, Fox 1.
Zup, where's Zup?
Yeah, sorry, Matrix. Unfortunately, whenever Simba dumped flares, Missile decided to go for you instead.
Good luck, Dark.
Well, you know what they say, never fire into a dogfight.
Yes, 100%. Oh, poor old Dark. There's not much you can do about that, Dark. Right, Simba appears to have attracted some suitors.
He's made himself a very attractive suitor.
Oh, yes, Grump. You're looking apparently very attractive as a suitor. Oh, so now we really are F-14 versus F-15. Problem is, Simba's plane isn't modelled very fast in terms of speed. Well, that F-15 will go Mark 3 in this game. F-14, you'll be lucky to get you'll be lucky to get Mark 2 out of it. Simba's no choice but to respond. Can you get some missiles? Oh, wow. 3 humans firing on the last red human. Simba's going to max out a Mark 2. That F-15's got another, go another 600 knots.
Fox 2.
It's a kill shot. F-14 down. Other F-14 about to go down, leaving one F-14 down. Shot. Go and tackle Dark Matrix. And then that's a blue win. Final scores, viewers. We have red losses. Have 15 Tomcats. That's 12 AI and a few humans. 15 F4s, a couple of humans as well. They fired 92 missiles, most of them Phoenix missiles, 34 within visual range Sidewinders, whereas Saudi has lost 40. That missile is absolutely useless. 29 F-15s, a couple of humans, 11 F-5s, which is most of the F-5s, one F-15E, which is just my human. So the Blues win, but only by attritional rules, so that's interesting. Final dogfight.
I'm guessing it's because of the Phoenixes got the Eagles into defensive.
Must have upset them and made them non-optimal. I'll have a quick look in a minute. Good dogfight, Matrix. Well done. That's not an easy thing to do.
Thank you.
Welcome back. We're just watching it through. So me and Simba go in, we shoot that dude, we head home. That's not quite how it happened in real life, but that's okay. Our F-15s got tied up, but our F-15s came in and shot us down as per real life. Then the shadow boxing happened, of which the Blues had nearly twice as many jets as per real life, but almost lost it, which is interesting. Now, just to let you know, 99% of these were AI, so the humans, as fun as they are, really played no effect in this. And everything was set equal. Same types of Sparrow missiles, same skill level, blah, 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 blah. Same altitude, same speed. Yet we had a massive advantage to the F-14s. They killed more than twice as many F-15s as F-15s killed down. It's a good idea just to go and have a look why we think that is. Let's speed that up a bit. So the first thing that's happened is that almost every F-15 got shot at by Phoenixes. I think 1 or 2 Phoenixes actually hit. But what it's done, I guess, is driven those F-15s out of optimal firing solutions. You know what it's like when someone postures you badly and puts your energy bad, sends you in the wrong direction, makes you slow down, sends you to an ineffective altitude. It just means they can steamroller over you on their re-attack, and I suppose that's probably what happened here. So although the anti-bomber Phoenixes were terrible at shooting down planes, they were actually excellent tactically at the F-14s winning. That's how I'm reading this, guys.
Yeah, which is why whenever we fight F-14s, even like,
Right.
well, when we're talking like F-16s versus F-14s, you have to fire an AMRAAM back even though you know it's not going to hit them.
Because you just need to
Otherwise,
not allow them to get that
yeah.
advantage. Yeah, gotcha.
I don't think the Phoenixes would have been anything like this reliable or effective. So, because of the lack of maintenance.
Yeah, obviously that's. I mean that.
Yeah, I mean that's
section's going to reply.
Comment section will reply.
Yeah, one thing I did find that I was firing AIM 7s from 20, 30 miles just to put people off.
That's a lot of aircraft.
It is, and well done for Server holding it up as well. That was good. Nothing lagged, which is good. Not really. Yeah, I mean, it's hard, you can't really read it because it's hard to read, but exactly, I think this is what we said. The Phoenixes postured the F-15s, which are the main fighters, and then by the time they were turning round, they had Fox 1s in their friggin' faces. Just have a quick look at this fight, because I didn't actually really get to watch much of it. So Violet put missiles out on Dark as Dark shot back at Violet. Everything misses, which is fine, because you got a bunch of terrible missiles there. Then Dark kind of makes a mistake by turning his back on Violet, and Violet's coming in real fast, Mark 1.6 at that point. Simba's getting tied up with Matrix. They're exchanging political opinions in the form of missiles. Dark has turned his back, and that's it. He's going to be a goner. Shot down. Then this is the funny bit, because Matrix gets in a dogfight with Simba, and then Violet comes in, and this is such an old thing. This is such a... I mean, it's happened so many times, throughout the years. Violet, locks the right guy up. I have no doubt that Violet fired at the right guy, but the missile, it doesn't care about the right guy. It cares about the guy with the hottest engines, which is at that time F-15, because Simba's gone off of power, put flares out. So it's funny and completely realistic, to be honest, how that would happen. And then they go, oh, what happened after that? It just dogfight ensued, and F-15 got the better of Simba. Again, probably because Simba's energy was low at that point, because he had to dodge the missile. He had to waste all of his energy. Yeah, it's down to 100 knots. So Simba had no chance at that point. The other stuff, the other guy, lot was just a giant lot of chaos with the humans. Pretty interesting bit of history, guys, and a what if, and an interesting scientific result. And that's it. I believe bet on Tomcat, and bye-bye.